Like, I was the white one. I was whitewashed, or whatever I guess is the word now. I would say I was very whitewashed. Like, my black group of friends and then my white group of friends, they did different things. They were into different things, talked about different things. Oh, sister, bro, him, bro, yes, you. What defines how black you are? What's good? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Worldofzach here, and I'm back for another video. If you are not new to my channel, then hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's been up? Like, what y'all been up to? How's y'all's new year been? You know, now it's February, you know, happy Black History Month, the new year, actually, you know, yeah. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you do subscribe, because you better subscribe, because I mean, you know, we already here. I ain't got no eyes done, but we already lit, we already killed or whatever. Like, whichever side of the spectrum you fall on, whether you're already subscribed to my channel or you're about to subscribe right now, somewhere down there, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I post, because I feel like people aren't really getting notified when I post. Or check your emails or something, okay? Thank you. But today I just want to come bring you guys this video, like a little get ready with me, like, because I'm getting ready to go take some pictures and do a list swatch video. So I just want to go ahead and do my base and everything like that on camera so I can talk to you guys about something. So a video that I've been really wanting to talk about for a while. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to try to tell the products I'm going to use my face and stuff like that before and while I'm using that stuff, but we'll see how I go, okay? Okay. A lot of hand movement. Like, okay, Zach, the hand movements can chill. Like, chill. Okay? Okay. I already primed my face, and I went ahead and primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer and then the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer. Mix those two together to get this little glow situation right here. I'm about to be glowy as hell. All right, that's what we're doing today. I'm going to go ahead and take my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the shade New Caledonia Dark 2. That shade or whatever. I did a review on that video. No, I did a video on this foundation. It should already be live on my channel. I'll go ahead and link it down below so you guys can check that out. But I just want to come talk to you guys today just because about this specific situation. One, because it's Black History Month, but two, it's something I've always wanted to talk about on my channel or just in like to people, because basically, all right, backstory. So I grew up in Mississippi, right? Like, yes, girl, Mississippi the sticks. I grew up in them sticks, okay? And I grew up, like, my family is from, like, Central Mississippi, like, near Jackson, Mississippi and everything like that. But the way I was raised, I was brought up a little bit different than, like, most of my cousins. I'm the only child, and my mom had me, like, raised and went to a school district where it was, like, very diverse. Jackson is very, if you're from Mississippi, you know how Jackson is. Jackson is very urban, you know. It's very, you know, it's like the Compton. I like to say that Jackson is like the Compton of Mississippi, or like, you know, the Crenshaw Heights or something like that of Mississippi, you know. That's how I feel Jackson is. My mom didn't want me to go to school like that, so she sent me, nothing against Jackson education, but she wanted me to get like a different type of education or whatever and experience different things in life. So I went to a school like that, which ended up resulting in me being different from most of my family members. Different as in, like, I spoke different than the rest of them, and I knew certain words at a very young age different than them. No shade to them and nothing like that. It's nothing like, it's not that type of party. But I just knew a lot of things. Like, I was speaking differently. Like, at a young age, I was able to read books. I was very smart for my age, and everything like that. So I was instantly labeled as, like, the white boy. Like, I was the white one. I was whitewashed, or whatever I guess is the word now. I would say I was very whitewashed to them. I know they didn't mean like in an offensive way, and they weren't trying to like make fun of me, but it definitely like stood out to me. Like, you know, it made me feel different from them. It made me feel separate from them. It literally divided us. It showed me that I was different from the rest of my family. I was the only one. I was the white one, you know. I spoke differently, I acted differently. Also, like, I was a little bit more on the feminine side as well, just naturally just was like that. And I spoke kind of like this instead of, you know, like, sometimes I can get a little ratchet one, you know, but that's just, it's not like I'm faking it whenever I do that, but my natural dialect is speaking properly, even though I'm illiterate as hell, okay? Even though I'm illiterate as hell, I know. But compared to my family, like, if you know me, you heard my dad talk, you heard some of my cousins talk, I speak differently than the rest of them. I wore my clothes different than the rest of them. I didn't sag. Like, my mom dressed me differently. Like, I was just very different from the rest of my family. Whenever I was around their friends and stuff like that, they would say the exact same thing. Like I was, like they were legit. I remember as a kid, my cousins used to have me like say certain words in front of their friends. Girl, I'm sorry, I'm so rude. I used the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C12 and C14 since I ain't got C13, which is gonna be the perfect one. I'm gonna order that one soon, okay? And now I'm just going in with my Coty Airspun powder to go ahead and try to like set under my eyes because I'm looking a little too radiant right now. This foundation is gorgeous, y'all, and concealer too, but I'm just a little too radiant right now, so I'm gonna bring it back. Where was I at, y'all? So I remember they used to like have me say certain words, like legit. Had their friends come over, like I'd be around them and they're like, "Oh, Zach, like say this," and I remember it was like defecate, like you know, like taking a poo-poo or whatever. I used to say the word defecate as a kid because that's how my mom taught me, and that's what I learned in school, and so. Some of them didn't even know what the word meant or whatever, or thought it was just so funny that I used that word instead of saying shit and it's not. I didn't curse as a child. I honestly didn't start cursing until I was like in like junior high, maybe like my first almost high school was when I actually started cursing, which is like super bizarre for some people, I guess. But that was just kind of like how I was raised, the people I were around and everything like that. It just wasn't the norm. So whenever I went around my cousins, it was just not the norm for them. So. And what they saw on TV was more so white people who did those things. So therefore, I wasn't really black enough. I wasn't really with the stuff. Like I wasn't really with it. The music that I liked and listened to, and more like Disney Channel type stuff, or Hannah Montana, Kim Possible type stuff. Like those are the shows that I watch. I wasn't really into the same type of movies that they were watching and knew about. I wasn't a Love and Basketball type of person. I wasn't into Lil Boosie, Webby, like all them. Like it took them to me getting older for me to kind of get into it, but I kind of got into it just because it was like I want to be a part of it. I want to hang. I want them to like, you know, not really accept me, but kind of like accept me and like have like I want to be in on a joke. I want to like know what's going on. I want to know. And it just literally made me feel so separate. But in the culture that I was raised in, around pretty much the white people and all different walks of life, I wasn't really white enough. Like none of this was me trying. This is just me growing up as a kid and doing like just developing by my surroundings and such. I wasn't really like black enough for them, like for the black kids, and I wasn't really white enough for the white kids because I'm really, really dark. Like I can't see now because of lights and stuff like that, but I'm of a darker complexion, so obviously I'm not white, I'm not mixed or whatever. You couldn't really see that, and I talked more so like the white people, as you can. I spoke properly, so therefore I was talking white, and that was a turnoff for some of the black people that I was like around, like the kids. But then on the flip side, it was like I would sometimes say stuff a little bit ratchet or whatever, I guess. I don't even think that was a word back then, like in the early 2000s or whatever. I was more ratchet, so I wasn't really just buddy with the white kids either. So it just kind of left me floating around, like not sure like where I fit in, who to go to, which group was like my group, whatever, which clique was I supposed to be in or whatever, because I grew up in like the lower class. So of course in the lower class it was obviously more black people, and that's people I was like going right on the school bus with and whatnot. But I still wasn't fitting in because I spoke differently, I dressed differently, like I did everything different, so I wasn't really fitting in with them. But when I got to school, I didn't know where to go. I didn't have any niche to go to. I'm also taking my Jaclyn Hill palette right now, the eyeshadows, taking these two eyeshadows, if you can see, and contouring with those or whatever. On whenever, you know, I'm just contouring and whatever with them. I didn't realize it then, but it kind of followed me into high school, where me not really knowing exactly where to fit in. Two of my closest friends were both black, but they all had things that they were good at, like a part of like social groups and like sports and activities and stuff like that, and they fit in somewhere. Me on the other hand, I was just kind of floating around, just going to school, going to class and whatnot, so which made it just interesting, like in my opinion, just made it a little bit interesting for me. The blush I'm using is just the eyeshadow that I use in my crease from the Jaclyn Hill palette, you know, because I like to use eyeshadows and such for my makeup looks. Oh, this is lit. I'm almost done. Okay, so the crazy thing is though, I almost like went into two different sorts of groups and like social groups in high school, like split apart. I had my black friends who whatever I would get down with, they accepted me, they loved me and whatever, just because they love me as a person. And then I would say like my junior year, I became friends with this like white group of people, and they loved me and accepted me and whatever, brought me into country music, legit the whole shebang. And at school we were all friends and all hung out, but when it came like being outside of school, it was almost like I had to choose who I was going to be for that weekend. Like, not necessarily like I switched up, it was just more so like which side of Zach do I want to tap into, because there were times where I would love to listen to trap music, Future, Lil Boosie, whatever, get down with the get down or whatever, go to like band competitions and stuff like that. But then there were times where I just wanted to like go to a bonfire and listen to Thomas Rhett, listen to all the country music in the world, and like live my best like life and just do what makes me happy. Both of them made me happy or whatever, but off duty, I was not off duty girl, not in the military yet. But what the real like situation was, but it wasn't a thing between them or like my school, like there was racism and stuff like that. There was racism, there was racism. It's Mississippi, okay, let's not forget it's Mississippi, so there was racism. But it wasn't a thing like the people who I hung out with didn't like each other, because we all fucked like, I mean, not because we all really liked each other, everybody got along at school and everything like that. But like I said, when it came to outside of school activities, they weren't really like my friends at like my black group of friends, and then my white group of friends. They did different things. They were into different things, talked about different things. It was just different. So therefore, I was just kind of like, I don't even know if they knew it, but I was just kind of like bouncing around, going back and forth between these friendships and trying to balance everything, because I was happy. I was happy with this group. I was happy with that group. But I feel like I was never really enough. I was the black person in the white group of friends, and then I was the more white person in my black group of friends, because I still spoke differently, I still acted differently, I still had my different opinions, I still want to sometimes listen to a country song while we're in the car, listening to trap music. Everybody knows that I'm pretty much iconic for having the most like diverse playlist ever. My playlist, like even on shuffle or whatever, will go from country music to trap music, have you praising the Lord the next minute, and then, you know, wanting to do a whole ballet recital, dance routine or whatever in the next heartbeat. Like, that's just me. That's just how I roll. That's my personality as well. Like, I'm just, all those things, I don't really fit into one box. That's why, like, me as a person hates labels. Like, I just don't really fuck with labels. Labels are freaking stupid in my opinion. Just for that reason alone, because I don't fit into a label, so therefore, they're just annoying. I don't know if I said it before, I'm going to the Dose of Colors Daisy and Katie highlighter. That's what I've been using, because it's everything. Okay, sis, like, I am obsessed with it. Okay, so I know you're probably like, okay, cool, wow, great story, but what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Well, basically, at this point in my life, I've been trying to figure out where I stand or whatever, and came to a thing, like, at one point, which is really weird, where I wanted to, like, know where I fit in, like, where I stood at. And I know that I'm not the only person. I've seen, like, other black male influencers, the people on Instagram who hang around with people with, like, they're very tapped into their roots and their culture, like black African-American culture, but the people who they associate with, their friends and such like that, are not. Like, they're hanging around white people or Asians or Hispanics, and I know that they feel the exact same thing that I do, because I saw somebody mutual, like, post, I can't remember who it was, on Instagram, talk about it, and the feedback that it got was amazing and beautiful. And especially right now with it in Black History Month and embracing who you are, I fully embrace who I am. I love being black. I love the melanin. I love the skin that I am, and I think it's the most beautiful thing ever. And it's such a blessing for me to be able to be this, to have this platform, to be a black male of, like, a male of color in this industry, in this world, growing, having something to say, being a cop in the military, being a black male in makeup, doing so many things, being a part of the LGBTQ community, and not fitting into a label. It's so tough. It's such a hard thing, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I love it, and I just want, like, other guys out there or girls going through the same thing who may not feel like they fit into a certain thing, or just because you don't, like, I don't know all African culture. I don't know every single African-American black rapper or whatever. I don't really know those things, but I don't feel bad about it either, because I don't feel like that really defines how black you are. What really defines how black you are, sis? I really, like, sister, brother, sister, bro, him, bro, yes, you. What defines how black you are? Just let me know. I'm really curious. If you know, just let me know what defines. Like, let me know what it is. Send me a definition. Send me the copy and paste it. You know, WikiLeaks. You do whatever you got to do. shade room, everything like that, just let me know, and like we can go from there. We can have a discussion, because I really want to know what makes somebody black enough or whatever. Like who clarifies this shit? Because I really want to know. So I'm gonna let me finish though. I'm gonna let me finish really quick, but I just want to come on here and say that I just watched a beautiful video that my mom tagged me in, and I felt the need to come back and say this one thing. Okay. So because I speak properly, because I speak a certain way and everything like that, and I carry myself different, I don't sag, that means that I'm not black. So that means that every black person has to sag and do that. Like, that's not a good thing for black people to say to each other, because why are we a stigma of something negative? Why? Because I don't speak negatively or don't speak improperly. Sometimes because y'all know I'm still literate as hell, girl. You know I'm still literate. Okay, she's still illiterate. Okay, you see? But because I don't speak the same way as you, therefore I'm not black enough. When the reason why people stereotype black people, they say that black people don't speak properly, black people sag and carry on a certain type of way, are very loud and aggressive and this and that. Because I'm none of those things, sometimes I'm not black. I'm not black enough. Why are you conformed to those words? Why are you so comfortable with fitting into that stereotype? I don't understand. How can you not be okay with the stereotype of black people still, but you can be okay with the same connotation of black people sagging, black people being illiterate, black people doing XYZ, and because I don't do those things, I'm not black enough? Why do we have these labels? Can we get rid of these labels, please? I just want to know, can we get rid of them? They shouldn't be here. These labels should not exist. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When I go into a room, people still see black. When I open my mouth, people still hear black. Or they should, at least. I'm just saying. I don't even know how to word it. It just makes life a little bit complicated. And one person I know who went through the same thing, I would love her video, was Sydney Black. I'll tag her video down below as well. I'll try to remember to. But her video was beautiful when she was talking about the same thing. Just trying the struggles of her having blue eyes and such like that, and growing up in a different community from the rest and such. It's just such a heartbreaking thing that people in our own community like tear each other apart because we're not what the stigma or the poster black boy or black person should be. Like, I don't understand. Like, I am black, I promise you. I don't deny it at all, ever. So I'm really confused, sis. Like, well, what's the issue? Can you let me know what the issue is, please? Because I just want to know. I just want to know for my well-being. Like, what's the issue? Just let me know, please. I just really want to know. Off camera, really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look. Like, do like little tweaks and stuff like that, and I'll be right back to close out this video, you guys. Ooh, you know, let me go to Trader Joe's real quick. I ain't even been to Trader Joe's before. Let me stop. Let me go to Safeway real quick, because, you know, it's right over there. Gives me some guacamole or whatever. So this is pretty much the end look, you know, something really simple, natural, you know. Head over to my Instagram and Snapchat. Both are Worldofzach. Check out details on this look. Well, more so on Instagram. I'm still going to be tagged on it and everything like that. You can see what I did and stuff. I'm about to film a lip swatch video, possibly. I'm thinking about doing like a lip swatch video on NYX Cosmetics. Yeah, I want to do that because I got some new lip products and I think the lip products are really dope. So yeah. So I don't know if my curls are crooked or it's just because my eyebrows are just like sisters and not twins, but they're there. They're cute. I'm just sit right here, okay? I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just do this so y'all can, like, you know, y'all can enjoy it more or whatever. But this is pretty much the end look and the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and understood what I was talking about here. I just want to come on here and talk about this because it's something really personal to me, something I go through, and I think that there shouldn't be judgment for that. There shouldn't be a standard for too black or whitewashed, or as far as like in a black community and stuff like that, or whatever community you are. Like, I know it's the same thing with like Afro-Latinas, like, you know, not being Hispanic enough or not being black enough, or just Hispanics in general, you know, like not being Hispanic enough, not being so in touch with. If you don't speak Spanish, then you're wrong or whatever. Like, I don't think that that's okay, and it's not fair to do to somebody because it's just not fucking fair. So stop doing it. If you are a person who talk a little bit different than the people who you're around, whatever ethnicity that you are, don't feel bad about it, because that's the way God made you. That's the way that you are, and embrace it into its full capacity, to your full ability. Just enjoy that, love it. Be you 100%. Don't try to be anybody else. Like, live your best life. Don't try to fit into any freaking group or any genre or culture or whatever. Like, don't appropriate any other culture. Don't do that either. That's not fun. That's not cute. And we don't like that over here. Okay, we don't do it. Okay, you be sitting right over there with Tarte. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me. It took something away from it, something positive, and understand me a little bit better and whatnot. So to all my Mississippi folks who I went to high school with, hi guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Bye guys.